Hey there! So today we have another review. This is Celebration. And you're like, what is Darwin doing in Celebration? Like, was this like many months ago? I found this in a store, and it had the discount. So it was like the Sierra Nevada rebate, the online discount. So like, and this is the last of it. So I was like, oh yeah, why not? And I actually, strangely enough, they always package date on their boxes. This one didn't have a package date, so I was like, let's try it out. This is literally. Uh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3. 4 months old. 4 months old, right? End of. Yeah. No, wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 months old. So, it was in the cold section, but I will say it probably wasn't in the cold section the entire time. I've obviously enjoyed this a little bit. It was a 12-pack, so Sierra Nevada rebate gives you $5 off. The head I've noticed has been like there's been a little bit of a I think the haze was always sort of there, but the big one for me was that like when I pour it out, you won't notice it here, but like the other cans I pour, it just like foams up a little bit as if there's hop creep or something. That's possible. Possibly they're using hop creep as the issue, but maybe oxidation. I don't know. There's something going on that like there's a little bit too much head and it's a little bit too rocky, and I've definitely noticed that it's not a tight bubble head. You can see that like. Well, actually, you probably can't see it. So I'm gonna tell you right now that the head on this beer is actually not great. The best analogy I have is a video I did with a long time ago. It was like high fridge temperature, room temperature, and then sitting in an outside area for like a month or two. And the vast differences between those three beers is insane, especially the one that's sat outside. Hoppy beer sitting outside in 90-degree weather in Florida is insanely bad for you. And that's an accelerated oxidation. So I really sort of noticed this beer is like appearance-wise, which is not quite right. Beer appearance-wise, like despite the foam, I think the beer generally looks like this. A little bit of haze to it. I also noticed that the beer was hazier. Highlight was hazier with the oxidation. So I don't know if like this beer is usually clearer, but comes in really nice kind of like a light amber, medium, not light amber color, right? Light to medium amber color. Yeah. I'm going to suspect this beer wasn't kept in the fridge the entire time, even though Publix is pretty good about rotating beer. But then again, I honestly was trying to not buy this and buy a because you know when the deal's on, you're just like, all right, well, $5 off, I'll buy a 12-pack or something. It was $5 off one of the packs, but it was the torpedo pack, right? It has like a couple like exclusive Sierra Nevada beers, like Phantom Torpedo or something, whatever. It was a blend of them. But they were all canned, like, the box was actually canned, like, Jesus, over 3 months ago. So this is 4 months old. So maybe not kept cold the entire time, but, like, you definitely some oxidative character, a little bit of that kind of, like, dried leaf, cardboard, construction paper. A little bit of, like, the malty sweetness is obviously still there, so. Got kind of, like, crunchy crystal malt sweetness. Cheers. Yeah, definitely oxidized. Yeah, but though again, this beer oxidizes pretty well. Like my palate's pretty sensitive to it. So like, if I went to a brewery and like here's our fresh IPA, I'm like, no, that's not a fresh IPA. But you know, this beer is actually known for being aged. I think specifically Blind Tiger, one of the most famous beer bars in New York City, they'll actually age a keg like I want to say like 6 months until the next release, right? Like in the middle. Of the release of the beer, and then like sell it, and you got some age celebration. And I will say that tired kind of little bit of oxidative character plays okay with the bitterness. The maltiness holds up with this beer, right? There's a little bit of malty sweetness that really. Sorry, allergies getting me today. Yeah, it's pretty tame. It doesn't really have the nice kind of juicy, grapefruity and piney characteristics that it generally has. It's a little bit more tired and just like lamer kind of beer. Though the oxidation plays with the bitterness okay with the malt, right? Like oxidation usually on really pale IPAs is so noticeable. Instead of this kind of like, so here it's more like dried leaves and stuff. Sometimes like in paler IPA, it's like almost like papery and like it really rips apart into the beer because you don't have anything to support it. Here you have bitterness and malt to sort of like hang on to the beer. So like it actually like makes some sense, right? It sort of like hides the off flavor. And underneath, you get this like juicy maltiness, a little bit of pine character. Some of the hops are still riding in with that pine, grapefruit pith. So it actually still like lives versus like the longevity of a pale beer. A pale oxidized IPA is like completely gone by 4 months generally. So, excuse me. Very good. Definitely not in his prime, but let's go with a still very good beer. Honestly, 88 Sierra Nevada Celebration, aged is still pretty tasty. Let's drop it down a bit. 86. It's still very good. I'm very curious how good this beer can be like even more time, but I don't want to mess around with that. I think the oxidation is really there. 4 months you're okay, especially with a multi-year guy like this. In general, I wouldn't do it. Cheers later.